Hello, everyone. In this video, we are going to explore the life of a man who changed history forever. We will learn about his childhood, his education, his struggles, his sacrifices, the birth of Pakistan, his golden words, and the lessons we must carry forward. This is the story of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Quaid-e-Azam, the father of the nation. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was born on December 25, 1876 in Karachi in Wazir Mansion. He belonged to a merchant family and was the eldest among 7 siblings. From childhood, Jinnah was different. He was serious, confident, and disciplined. One important memory from his childhood was his love for reading and debating. He enjoyed listening to stories of leaders and often dreamed of becoming one himself. At the age of 16, Jinnah was sent to England. He studied law at Lincoln's Inn, one of the most prestigious law schools. His hobby was reading books on politics, law, and history. He admired great leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji, and their speeches deeply influenced him. Apart from studies, Jinnah loved dressing elegantly and was known for his taste in fine suits, a sign of his disciplined personality. After returning to India as a young barrister, Jinnah realized that justice was not equal for everyone. He saw that Muslims were often ignored in the political system. This injustice pushed him towards politics. At first, he joined the Indian National Congress, hoping for Hindu-Muslim unity. But soon he discovered that Muslims needed their own voice, their own leader, and their own future. Jinnah's journey in politics was never smooth. He faced failures, betrayals, and even loneliness. At one point, frustrated with politics, he left for London, believing his career was over. But the Muslims of India called him back. And when he returned, he was no longer just a lawyer. He came back as a determined leader, ready to fight for his people. The idea of Pakistan did not come overnight. It was the result of years of discrimination, injustice, and broken promises by the Congress. Jinnah realized that Muslims were a separate nation with their own culture, traditions, and religion. In 1940, the Lahore Resolution was passed, which laid the foundation for Pakistan. From that moment, Jinnah became unstoppable. The road to Pakistan was full of challenges. Jinnah faced opposition from the British, resistance from the Congress, and even criticism from within his own community. He worked tirelessly, despite suffering from tuberculosis, a disease he kept secret. He gave up his health, his peace, and even his personal life for one mission, Pakistan. Finally, on August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born. But independence was not the end of struggle. Millions of refugees crossed borders, hungry and homeless. There was violence, bloodshed, and chaos. Quaid-e-Azam worked day and night to settle the refugees, build institutions, and give hope to his nation. Jinnah gave us guiding principles that are still relevant today. He said, "With faith, discipline, and selfless devotion to duty, there is nothing worthwhile that you cannot achieve. Think 100 times before you take a decision, but once that decision is taken, stand by it as one man. No nation can rise to the height of glory unless your women are side by side with you." These words are not just quotes. They are the foundation of a nation. By 1948, his health had worsened. He spent his final days in Karachi, still working for Pakistan despite extreme weakness. On September 11, 1948, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah passed away. His last words to the nation were a reminder: work, work, and only work for the welfare of the people. With faith, discipline, and selfless devotion to duty, there is nothing you cannot achieve. From his life, we learn that true leadership requires sacrifice. That honesty, discipline, and courage can turn impossible dreams into reality. That even one man with determination can create a nation. So, what do we learn from the life of Quaid-e-Azam? Are we following his message of unity, faith, and discipline today? And how can we keep his dream alive in our lives? The answer is in our actions. Because nations are not built in speeches, they are built in character. Before you leave, choose one principle today and promise to follow it. Which one will you choose? Write one line in the comments about how you will keep Quaid's dream alive.